For years, people have worked together to develop theories and ideas about how society changes. In meetings, they've used post-its or whiteboards to create elaborate maps of connections between a wide variety of events. However, when it came time to leave the meeting, it was difficult to capture and revise all the information so that the process could continue. But ActKnowledge has changed that. They have developed a new piece of software, Theory of Change Online, or TOCO, that makes it easy to create causal maps between a wide variety of events and to share those maps online to continue the discussion. ActKnowledge will provide you with the username and password that you can enter here to access TOCO. This is the welcome page. Here you can see a directory of all the theories of change you have created. Here you can create a new TOC, and you have the option to share it with other users around the world, or keep it private. In most cases, you'll have already developed a long-term goal with your group. Here, you can enter it into the TOC and provide a starting point for your map. Here, you can add a more detailed definition of the outcome and change the color. It's easy to resize outcomes to fit the needs of your theory of change. Once you have your long-term outcome in place, you can begin to build the theory of change by adding preconditions. Use the Add Outcome button to easily add new outcomes to your map. The goal is to make a map that reflects what the participatory group has already done. Simply click on the arrow icon to draw a connector between two different outcomes. These arrows show us the direction that the theory of change moves. Here you can see the beginnings of an outcomes framework. But you'll often have more than just one level of outcomes in your chart. In the editor panel, you can define the outcome and add more detailed notes to describe it. Here we see a lower level path of outcomes that leads to a medium-term outcome. Young women are resilient. Color can be a great way to distinguish between different pathways. Here, young women are resilient is colored in lavender. Connector arrows could show the vertical and horizontal interactions between outcomes. Zooming out is a great way to get a large-scale picture of your overall theory of change. The accountability ceiling, represented by the dotted line, shows the distinction between the specific goals for which you are accountable and the general societal goals of the project. The text box can be a great tool for adding general notes or more information that isn't specifically related to an outcome to the map. Using the View menu, it's easy to add a canvas title, which uses a larger font to display the overall theme of your theory. Another feature is the comment. Comments can be added by users who did not create the TOC and allow for interaction between different groups. This is a very useful feature for groups working together in disparate locations. By sharing your theory, you can open up to comments from other people. You'll be able to see the name of the person who added the comment, and others will be able to read and interact with your map. This makes it easy for discussions that started in person to continue online. The Indicators panel makes it simple to discuss the criteria that determine if your outcome is successfully achieved or not. The indicator slide-out feature is a great way to check on what indicators you have and their progress. The yellow symbol demonstrates that an outcome is in progress. Red indicates there's been a problem, and green indicates completion. Using the slide-out tab, you can easily keep track of what's done and what's not done. The rationale feature on the connector provides a similar function, allowing you to specify why a specific connection between two outcomes exists. The Interventions tab allows you to say the things that have to be done to successfully bring about the desired outcome. Under the Edit tab, you can add underlying assumptions to the theory of change. Here you can discuss the pre-existing societal conditions you assume exist and are necessary for the theory to progress. Your final step is writing the narrative. Here you can describe in plain English the theory of change for someone who doesn't have time to read through the entire map. To complete your theory of change, print it to a PDF. The PDF is the launch point for the use of your data. You can easily use it in Word or post to the web. You can enlarge it for use in presentations or submit it in a report to your funder. In addition to the map, the PDF contains a verbal account of the connections as well as the underlying assumptions and narrative. Under the Help menu, TOCO includes a comprehensive user guide that takes you step by step through the process of creating a fully realized theory of change. TOCO offers you the chance to show your stakeholders what is happening and to show the world what you are doing. Or you can review the shared theories of others to learn more about what others in your field are doing. It allows you to create a visual representation of the way that change can happen and soon turn that theory into a reality. Email hclark@actknowledge.org for more information.